Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the DSPIAE Glass Files. Let's get it. Hey guys, Final Therapist here, helping you guys to get the most out of your model kits. If you want to stay up to date on any time I come out with a new video, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you don't miss a thing. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review of the DSPIAE Glass Files. I'm excited, I hope you guys are too, so without further ado, let's head over to my workstation.
So here we have the MSF13 glass file by DSPIAE, as well as the SF15 Ultimate Precision file by DSPIAE. As you can clearly see, one is longer than the other, and one of them has the name on the front, but that's basically where the differences end. When you look at the description on the sides, as well as the caution on the other side, the paragraphs that are put on there are exactly the same. So aside from just the length of the overall file and the name of the files, so far there is no difference. Coming off a review of something like the STA 3.0 nippers, the package of the DSPIAE files kind of left a little bit to be desired. With the STA 3.0 nippers, you get a really nice box. You get the protective sleeve on top of that, and you get full instructions on how to use this thing. The glass files just come in the simple kind of cardboard box here. It has the protective sleeve, and then it has the file itself, and that's kind of basically it. I know files are a little bit self-explanatory as to how they're used, but maybe a quick blurb on how to properly either hold it or use it, and then just kind of giving you quick care tips to make sure you keep your files nice and clean, how to polish it off, make sure you use either a paper towel or a microfiber cloth. Moving on to the files themselves, as you can see, the DSPIAE glass file has this mirror-like finish, kind of alluding to the mirror-like polish that you're going to get on the pieces when you use them. On one side, as you can see here, it's got the beautiful, beautiful mirror finish with the DSPIAE logo on it. And then on the other side, it has the etched glass side. The etching in it is the side that's going to be used to polish the pieces down and achieve that mirror-like finish. On the MSF13, as you can see, the etching goes all the way across, whereas on the SF15 there's a little section that you can kind of use as a bit of a handle. Again, aside from those two differences, the files are the same, and if you look at the MSF13, it has a little bit more working surface area. I'm excited to give these products a try out, so without further ado, let's move on to the experiment section.
Alright, so we're back. I have my piece cut out. I went ahead with a really difficult piece. This one has some really thick gates on this piece here. I want to see how it does to like some of these really stronger gates. I'm not going to clean it up with the side cutters just to kind of see how this goes. So yes, without further ado, let's go. So that thin nub got cleaned up basically completely. There's no nub left of it, and again, just brings it back to that really high shine. Let's go for the slightly thicker one here. See how this does. Clean this off, give it one last go. I'm only using a microfiber towel that I had lying around. Again, I don't know how I'm supposed to be maintaining these. If I'm doing this right, if I'm doing this wrong, I have no idea. Unlike the STA nippers that came with like a full booklet of instructions, these didn't really come with anything. And so I'm kind of just guessing as to how I'm supposed to use it, keep it, maintain it. If you guys know how to take care of these, how to use these properly, let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll do a second video kind of following up on some of the recommendations you guys make, so I can be sure to give these things like the best possible review I can for you guys. Ultimately though, I will say I am pretty pleased with how these things are working. It's nice to not have to bust out multiple different sanding sponges. Generally I go sanding nippers, then I go metal file, then I go 600 grit. then I go 800, then I go 1000, then I go 2000, and it's just nice to be able to go straight from nippers straight to glass file and literally just be done with it after that. Look at that, clean all the way around. I'm interested to see if this would prime up. I'm not going to be painting this kit, but I wonder how well this would prime up. Using my nail, I think I over sanded just a little. No, I think that's just a little bit of nub left there. No, I think I cut a little edge, the edge of the file there. I think that's on me. I had an extra pack of sanding sponges lying around, and this goes all the way up to 10,000. So not quite the 12,000 that we see with the glass file, but I just want to see what the comparison is. These are brand new, not used. It's got that texture for the 2000 grit. So I'm gonna take the, oh, where did I put it? So I'm gonna take our SF15 file here, and I'm just gonna polish this small section here with it, see what kind of results we get out of it, what effects can we achieve, just kind of seeing how it works and whatnot. And then I'll go ahead and do the same thing to that, but I'll use the sanding sponge. So let's just go for it. Okay, so there's that really high shine here. A little bit of scratching in the plastic there. Again, I think it's just because there's plastic trapped in the the glass file in itself. Let's just go ahead and jump into this one. So I'm gonna start with 2000 here. Jump up to 4,000. Okay, 6,000. Let's go ahead and jump up to 8,000 now, see what we can get. Finally, the 10,000 grit. I'm starting to bring out some scratches that I didn't see even just as low as the 8,000, but there's the 10,000 grit. There's the 12,000 grit, and the 12,000 actually has more shine to it than the 12,000 has more shine than the 10,000, but ultimately way fewer steps than the 10,000 grit, having to go from 2 to 4 to 6 to 8 to 10. This is definitely much faster, much easier to get to, but this was a little bit slower, a little bit more incrementally. Still achieved similar results, but ultimately that glass file, yeah, kind of compares to signing up to 10,000, almost 12,000 grit. So there you have it, comparison to up to 10,000 grit. So let me go ahead and get cleaned up and we'll settle in for a final review.
All right, final thoughts on the DSPIAE glass files. After coming off of a review of something like the DSPIAE SDA 3.0 nippers, these glass files left a little bit to be desired. You know, when you compare it to something like the nippers here, which is such a complete package from start to finish with the solid box and, you know, instructions and care guides and everything, I kind of felt like these glass files were kind of lacking a little bit compared to something as complete as the nippers. Again, I know DSPIAE likes to say that the products speak for themselves, but even just something as like a simple care guide, just to make sure you know how to use it, take care of it properly, so then that way I know I'm cleaning it off properly. I'm not damaging it further by not cleaning it off using whatever products I had. But what really gets me is that when I saw these products, I just kind of in my head for some reason believed that the SF15 came in at around $15 and the MSF13s came in at around $10, but that really wasn't the case when you can look it up and find that the SF15 goes for around $8 and the MSF13s go for $7. And so at a price point like that, it's really hard to beat. I definitely would recommend them for you if you are just doing straight builds. If you are doing painted builds and things like that, I don't know how the completely filed down smooth 12,000 grit surface would do adhering to primer. For the most part, I've stopped at about 600 to give that tacky surface for the primer to adhere to. But for those of you who use it for painting, drop them down below. Like, do you like to use it for painting, or would you say also to kind of recommend them for snap builders? If you don't have a set of these and you snap build, I highly recommend them for you. I hope you enjoyed this, so let's go ahead and wrap it up.
So there you have it, guys, my opinion on the DSPIAE Glass Files. I want to take a moment to thank you guys. We hit our 250 subscriber mark, so that means giveaway time. Come back next week if you want to find out what the prizes are and all the ways that you can enter with the official rules and details in the next video. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found some value in this content. Remember, take care of yourselves, take care of the people around you, and I'll see you in the next one.